Let me come to you, Zion. Now, you are a content creator, and in these times that we find ourselves in, there are restrictions. You can't move around. You can't, you can't come close to people. But your work involves a lot of that. Yeah. So how have you been coping with these times?
Fortunately for me, I'm also a media guy.
Yes.
So I'm also able to go around and get content. But I mean, at times I have to stay home and then do most of the things that I have to do. I have to do the interviews from my car where I have another car show. So if I think I can't come close to you, I can't come closer to you, I have to stay home and then maybe call you on phone for us to talk. A situation whereby somebody's doing something that needs probably my presence, I will just ask you to give me the content. I'll stay home, you give me the video or pictures for me to put the story together. I just put it online because if I'm there, I'm just going to take videos and pictures and then post it online or write news about it. So, and then if I'm not there, you can just send me the same content for me to post it. So I'm hugely affected with this COVID-19 because aside not being able to go out and get content, revenue has really dropped.
I'm asking. That's what I was going to ask. How have you lost revenue? Because
I mean,
we are. Let me give you some inside information. One of the people who makes a lot of money in Ghana off YouTube is sitting right next to me. He makes a lot of money from YouTube.
There's no party against when there's money. This guy is always every party.
Well, it's not just about party, but I mean, as I was saying, revenue has really dropped. Not just for me, for most content creators online, website, YouTube, social media. Because I mean, if somebody's opening a shop or somebody has a boutique that wants to advertise, people will go there and then buy. So you have to advertise for the person. Now, nobody's going out to buy anything. So the person wouldn't bring the advert because if the person advertised, it is cost 19. Nobody will come and buy anything. On YouTube, where we also thought that people will be staying home to watch content. I mean, content is going down because there are certain things that if you put online, in this era, it's all about COVID-19. Now, YouTube says if you do anything about COVID-19 or coronavirus, they're taking ads off.
Oh, okay. So that's like, it's supposed to be a free service.
Exactly. So if you put content about coronavirus on YouTube, most of the videos won't get any adverts on it. So you're not getting any revenue out of it. And then advertisers are also pulling off because now people are not buying things. Yes. So if the person comes to advertise on YouTube, who's going to buy that product or who's going to purchase that service? So now advertisers are also going off. So if you put your content there, the revenue that you'd have had, I mean, you're getting like half of it. For the past 1 year, the amount of money I had last year, like I've never even had that before. And it's not just me. Most bloggers are complaining that the adverts that are running are not generating enough income for them. Content is not even coming. I mean, this year by the time probably VJ Miss will be there. Everybody will be talking about it. I mean, a lot of shows, 3 music awards, people will be having press conferences, a lot of activities. KMJ was supposed to go on a tour. Because of
I was supposed to be touring as well.
That's why.
With your brand new single, isn't it?
I'm saying?
You've hit on a very important subject, but I'll come to that later on. But let's talk about digital media takeover. So suddenly, it looks like everybody is now resorting to the only thing that can keep you entertained, which is your social media or your digital media platforms. Let me start from you. Is it that we didn't think this day was going to come? For you, you are somebody who feeds off social media and digital media. So I'm sure you knew that a time like this will come. But you think that the world was ever thinking that a time will come when your biggest source of entertainment would be your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your TikTok, which is now trending? Do you think?
I think for the past 3-4 years, most people have been resorting to social media for fun, I mean, for entertainment, because as compared to probably 2011, 12, 13, where most people were dwelling much on the traditional media. I mean, the past 3-4 years has been for social media, because now even some newspapers are not getting the sales like that. Now most people are online, watching videos, trying to have conversation with people, do a lot of videos. I think the latest one that has come in is the TikTok, where most people weren't taking it seriously. But now that there's no outing, people are having fun on the TikTok. So for social media, for the past years, as I said, people have been enjoying it. People have been taking good advantage of it, advertising on those platforms, having fun on it. But I think the lockdown of the COVID-19 has made a lot of people come on it more as compared to probably months ago.
So he's speaking from the fact that because he's in there, he's been in there for a long time, so the prospects are great for him. But for you and me, or for you specifically, since I'm interviewing you now, we are radio, TV, we are traditional media. Yeah. Did we ever think that we're going to get to this place? Because yes, we do have our accounts. We have your Facebook, you have your Twitter. His is business. yours is leisure. Did you think that it was going to get to a point where, I have to be here. If I'm not here, I'm missing?
I think we never saw this coming. I mean, the world at large never saw this coming. Elsewhere, some people have experimented this a couple of times because they are more or less their system. So they know how some of these things operate and how, because they're easily able to predict what's likely to happen in a couple of years to come. And so they can easily adjust. But we are like, okay, this is new to us because, I mean, on a normal day, I would probably be sitting, on TV with other guests. But now I would have to do via Skype.
Yeah.
Which before, if you told me to do it, I would say my viewers would not like it because they would want to have the presence of the person in the studio. And so why would I want to do Skype when I can easily bring the person to the studio?
Yeah.
But now I can do that. I mean, even us as multimedia, Israeli, for instance, reading the news from the house.
Yeah.
He has a whole setup in the house where he reads the evening news from. And so it is told us a lesson that things that we thought were not possible are possible. You understand? And that's one thing that
Do you think that, and let me start off with you as well. Do you think that, Zion, Shatta would have ever considered an online concert had it not been for coronavirus?
I doubt if any artist would have considered doing that because, a concert comes with certain things in place because you need that audience feel to ginger it, because if Shatta is at the AICC, the way he coordinates with his people, the way you walk through, the way you entertain a crowd, I don't think that is the same thing that he did during the virtual concert. Even though he tried his possible best, I don't think that the performance he put up, or Edem, I don't think the performance he put up the last time he had his concert would have been the same thing if he was at Legon with thousands of students entertaining them. No. So,
okay, so there are two ways to this thing. So there's the artist and what he wishes that he could have gotten, and then the viewers and what they got.
Yeah.
Do you think the viewers were okay? I mean, at the end of the day, I may not get a chance to get a VGMA ticket to go and watch VGMA or 3 Music Awards. So if I'm in my house and I'm streaming, equally, I'm enjoying it. Do you think the viewers enjoyed it?
I don't think...
But do you have a choice?
But you won't enjoy it as much as you would have wanted to enjoy it, because if the people are there, if you have the whole crowd there, the feeling that they will give to you, the artist, will make you go the extra mile of putting up something
Maybe
better.
we are used to being in the auditorium, but you definitely have more people watching outside online than
I can see them.
in-house. So, I mean, do you think there's a new way forward?
No, I think we should consider it. For me personally, I think, like I said earlier, it's a learning experience for all of us, including the artists themselves. I mean, if you see an artist performing without the crowd, and you know the artist and how he performs with the crowd, it's going to expose a lot of these guys. You know.
What do you mean by it's going to expose a lot of these guys?
It's going to, in terms of performance,
coming your way.
in terms of performance, it's going to expose a lot of these guys. I have seen.
I mean, their lyrics,
I've
or
seen
their performance
everything,
style, or
everything. Jay, you know when the ministry did the
Yes.
COVID-19 thing, there were artists who were able to perform, and you could tell.
what did you
From
tell?
you could tell from the performance that
I'm with you with this one.
you could tell from the performances that
Yeah.
some people
Yeah.
would only have to need the crowd to be who they think they are.
You felt they fell short.
I
of,
mean,
it's the first time.
Well, no,
No, it's the
I get
first
the
time.
point.
bro, no, it's not about being the first time.
Yes.
This is your industry you find yourself in as an artist.
Yes.
You don't have a first time. Anything can happen at any point in time. You could be called to do anything at any point in time. That is why people keep telling these guys, these young guys that are coming up, you know what? It's a 360 thing. You need to do it and do it well.
But isn't that also
You know
gonna be the
what?
back
You know,
of
after the performance,
the production?
You know, after the performance,
Yes.
some people were actually writing on social media that Kwame Eugene was that mean to you. More here on social media.
I don't get. He was saying.
The virtual concert they
Yes,
did, he
yes.
was singing, and they were saying mean to you.
Oh, he was saying
And
that.
people were actually putting that on social media.
Because we were expecting people to respond to his
Do you
performance.
understand?
Okay.
What's
You
it
get
say?
it? Maybe he's used to that.
Okay.
So you can't fault him too much. But professionally, you should be able to understand what you're doing at what point in time as an artist.
Zion, do you agree to this?
Oh,
That-
yeah. I mean,
I mean,
virtual concert
you,
where there's
you
nobody
felt
there.
that artists were exposed with some flaws in the performance.
Not just him. And I'm like I'm saying, I mean, Kwame Eugene is used to that. He might probably even do that for fun, just to get attention. I don't mind. I mean, it's show business. Hello. But what I'm saying is that if you look at some of the artists that were even performing, they were lost. They were totally lost. Was
Shatta lost?
Tsunami Fear Woman was lost.
Then as a man.
I mean, you understand what I mean? Like Emefa showed professionalism. If you see him, you know that this is somebody who has done the job for years and understands whether people are there or not.
Who's it?
What he's supposed to do. Yeah, like Emefa.
Yeah, like Mensa, yes.
Exactly. You understand? But they should have brought some of these young kids there and let's see more of them and let's see what would have happened. That arcade was phenomenal. These people know, you see, when they keep advising these guys that, you know what, this job is not because you are getting some small attention from social media, so you are all old. You need to learn. There are certain things, it will get there. Like we're experiencing right now. None of them thought we were going to get here. Shatta Wale, for some reasons, was coached or whatever it was, did his field concert and did very well. And that's one thing that I personally felt like, okay, so the Shatta that we've been talking about, the way we talk about almost every time, it's not really like the way we're saying it. Whoever did that magic for him at that point in time did a good job. And this is what you're supposed to know as an artist. It's not like the fans are there and you want to connect. And when
did you enjoy
Shatta
Wale's performance on the Faith concert?
I enjoyed it.
Would you have any comments to it in terms of what you wish he could have done or didn't do based on what he's saying?
As I said earlier, I think if he had a crowd, I mean, Shatta at a sports stadium, Shatta at Fantasy Dome would have done something bigger than what he did.
What about doing bigger even without a crowd?
Oh, come on,
that's what we're supposed to be talking
about. That's why I said crowd.
So if it's bad,
no, I'm saying it was bad.
Let's say it was not good.
No, it wasn't bad. I'm saying that the crowd. I mean, if you see a Nima boy going all crazy, removing everything for Shatta Wale, I mean, that is going to give him more energy.
Have done that on that day?
Where?
Because it looks like online concerts.
If you want to remove your shirt like you've always done in the presence of them, you're still performing to people, by the way. They're watching you, they're streaming and all that. So if you think removing your shirt gives you that energy, with or without them, you still can do it.
Now, do you think he felt restricted in the space that he was in? Let's find out. We watched the concert. Do you think that he was restricted? He felt restricted in the space that he was in?
Yes, he did. And I blame him. Because if you are Shatta and I'm in front of you and you can perform, connect with me, do all of those things, remove your shirt, let me see the sweat, and I am not there, and you still can't be who you are when I'm in your presence, that's a minus.
It's still okay. Let's
Jay, do you know that when you see people, how you behave is different from when you're alone?
Yes.
Shatta at Ghana Miss Nigeria might pull off his pants, like might pull off his trousers and show his boxers.
Virtual reality, he will feel like, what am I doing?
You get it. So I mean, if you have the audience, it comes with a certain feel. But if there's nobody there and you're doing your thing, Charlie,
but that's where the show comes in. That's where the show comes in.
I mean, okay. Also, he streamed. I mean, there were over 130,000 people who witnessed and watched that that concert. Do you think that this is a threat, a serious threat, post-coronavirus, events that are going to be organized, and now you are asking people to come? People are going to start considering, because you have to stream as an artist or event organizer, you have to stream your event, just to get more reach, because now everybody understands that it's no more about the people who are in the auditorium.
I think before this time, a lot of event organizers used to stream their concerts. I mean, they won't announce that you'll be streaming, because if they stream, some people might not come. People who would want to use their money to buy data and then watch online might not come. So I think we used to do it, but I'm sure it's going to be more. And there's some people, whether you stream or you don't stream.
Aren't you going to now say to yourself, me cry, why am I going to
But some people want to have the feel. Like
because the ticket is 150 maybe Ghana cedis. If I buy 20 cedis, 1 gigabyte, I can actually sit at home and watch.
Yeah, that's a chicken change to somebody. 200 cedis even something like to somebody. But
so you feel events are not going to be threatened beyond this?
I don't think so. I mean, there are people who would, on a normal day...
Don't speak as a media person. Speak as a regular...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know people who actually have about 3 artists built on the show, like Kwame Eugene, Shatta Wale, Stonewall. And they'll watch Kwame Eugene. They pay 300 Ghana cedis and they'll go home.
This was all before coronavirus.
Yeah.
Now,
but even at that, they were still streaming. People were still streaming.
Before coronavirus, I'm very sure you probably visit your Instagram once in a while. Now, every evening, I refresh my IG page and I see a lot of live videos going on. Plenty people are doing live videos. It's become the order of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm asking myself, now, do I need to come and sit in the studio to do an interview?
But post-coronavirus, they will off it out. The TikTok, the live
so?
interviews, it will go off. Because why would Zion Felix sit at home and interview Famille on Instagram Live?
But isn't this a new trend?
No, it's going to compete to some extent.
But I'm sure it will go off.
We know how we do our things, like how we want to be connected with the people, how we want to sit with the artists. Even the audience actually love that.
3 Music Awards is considering doing the award show online, and I think it's going to come off online. Now, whoever thought that a whole major event last year got Ghana talking and beyond, is now considering doing it online. Now, next year, if you don't have a budget, and I can't raise cash to pull it off again, and I know I'll get my audience online to watch, enjoy the event, wasn't that a consideration?
They would even consider that. See, you see, the point is, this is the situation we find ourselves, quarter by June. So if they don't do it now, when? If they don't do it now, when are they going to do it? You understand? So it's just for us to try and get used to the new trend that we're all going through right now. This is beautiful. I love it. I mean, shame to COVID-19 or whatever it is, you know, but it's beginning to open our eyes to certain things, to understand certain things, the way the West understand them. Because some of these things, I'm sure if we didn't have this COVID thing coming through, some of us would not even appreciate the fact that it's even good for an artist to say, I'm doing a virtual concert for people to watch. You understand? So we're beginning to appreciate some of these things that we knew existed, but have never been able to experiment it. Now we're experimenting it. Those who are scared to do it are scared to do it because they won't get the numbers.
Yeah.
And it tells you that, you know what,
It's not about numbers. I mean, cash goes into it.
Oh,
because
you buy data.
Sound,
yes.
No, not for the person watching, but for the person organizing the concert. Stage, sound,
people are doing normal studio acoustic and all of those things, and they are not getting views. So, bro, like, relax.
So you feel
you know what I'm saying?
So Sarkodie also sparked the behind the hits, and it got a lot of criticisms from legendary Zap Mallet, saying that they shouldn't be paired, you know, in now. But at the end of the day, I had never seen a Ghanaian content on Instagram get that number of views from anybody. Yeah. So this was the first of its kind. I had just seen, for me personally, I'm sure other people had done live videos and they had seen. What do you make of this as well? I mean, let's take Richie and Killbeats, for example. It was partly an embarrassment for Richie with regards to his data and then the sound and
that's another
and all that.
Yeah, I think with the live streaming of the behind the hits, one thing that one could use over the other is the sound and internet. I watched the.
Do you like the whole idea about it?
I like the whole idea because I mean it entertained us. It made us know some of the people behind the hit song. Some people didn't know.
But those who are losing, is it favoring them?
I mean, it's fun. It's not World Cup. When you go to the JMJ and then the Q, this guy, the Kima guy, Kiwa. Yeah. I mean, it became like a war. It was like Kiwa was bullying JMJ. with Kiwa with his boys behind him, dancing, giving him all the vibes, and then JMJ had only Elombini behind him, and like even JMJ sound
fans near low.
Yeah,
Cuban did the same.
It even got to a point. Kiwa gave his boys. He played his boys' song, and they were performing the song. Yeah. They were dancing. You know, this guy danced so well, Drew. Yeah. So like it gave it a different feel altogether. But JMJ Kaki wasn't there. Kaki is married, sitting somewhere. Yeah. Stonebwoy too is in the States. Samini is also in the States. No, I mean Stonebwoy is somewhere else. Yeah. So like now when say Kiwa bully JMJ JMJ was playing like only Kaki and Samini's song, and Kiwa has like almost everybody. Yeah. Sarkodie's idea.
That is why Zap Mallet was critiquing the whole idea.
I mean,
no, Zap
you can't get everybody.
Was talking about respect and the fact that he wouldn't want people to be comparing, and not necessarily because of the fun that comes with it. I mean, that aspect you can't take it away. Yeah. If you like, go and call your family members to also come and sit behind you.
Who would you pair Zap Mallet with, if we're to do behind the hits?
Zion.
That one there.
This is the headline we are looking for.
No, that one there.
Zion.
Who would you pair? I mean, there's some old classic sound engineers as well. I mean, if
The German guy who died.
Zap was
Okay.
the Zap thing was about Zap and Hammer, right?
Yes.
Apart from the two of them, who else? You know, in
But the
terms of
Stega
those
who
who have
died, I
really
think
done
Boje
done a
did
good
a
job.
lot of works. I think he was in the era of Zap. Yeah, so I think.
Yeah, but we know Zap.
Oh, we know Boje Stega. He did a lot of works for the daughters.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we know Zap. That's
Yeah, I can't quite. My producer is giving the name, but I dare not try and mention the name he's giving because if I make a mistake, it will be my nickname. So, sorry, MCR. I won't try to
No,
pronounce
there
it.
have been old people who have done some very good works. You
Yes.
know, no two ways about it. But you see, there was an era where when you're doing this the comparison, if you like, or this whatever it is, you wouldn't want to bring those people in. These are people who have been legends in their own ways. We are the not true legends, but legends doing our own thing. They should allow us to do it.
Yes.
Those people should step back. The people who produce for J. Abraham and all those people,
Yeah.
they can sit somewhere.
Yeah.
These are people who are legends in their own right. We don't even have to bring them into some of these things. Let's pay our hands up.
Please give me a scoop on this one. Zion, let me ask you, has Reggie split up with VVIP?
Reggie.
Well, he's my next topic though on our discussion.
When I'm Reggie Robson.
Yeah, I already Rockstar. Are they still together as a group? Is VVIP still existing?
What makes them as
Well, we haven't heard anything together from the group in a very, very long time, and that's what I'm asking. And I know you have the scoop, Zion. He has
I think
it.
you have to give it to Raston.
to talk about it?
Yeah, you have to give it to Raston.
But I don't think they're together now. If you ask me, because what makes them the group now? What? I mean, let's be very specific. Groups that we know that are existing.
Now I'm asking because Shatta Wale passed some comments, with regards to Reggie Rockstone, saying that he's come into the group, of course, because he was dying out, and I just want to ask you about those comments as well. And
But he rebranded because he was dying out as Bandana and became Shatta Wale. So if Reggie thinks he's dying and he also goes to rebrand with certain people to come up, what's the big deal?
we'll try and reach Reggie Rockstone, but he also took Shatta Wale also took a swipe at bloggers.
That's
you haven't heard me because I was watching the video small. He
But I've seen that video.
yeah, he passed comments that, I think, if I can remember, that he feels, he's not moved by some of the jabs that, blogs throw back at him in any way.
Made
I know
reference to a
you
few
guys,
of them.
your job is very
nobody
sensitive.
throws jobs at anybody. We just write what is happening. We just publish what has happened or what somebody has said. So it's not like Zion Felix is writing something for Sarkodie that Sarkodie hasn't said it. No. Or Zion Felix has sat down to cook a story for Yapuno that Yapuno said, Shatta Wale, why you say no? It is what probably Ohima Messi will write or say or do. That is what we report on. So if somebody hasn't said or done anything, there's nothing for us to report about. If Sarkodie...
You had a recent issue with, you just brought my attention to it, with a lady in the UK or so on Besiata.
I mean... She was saying that
Yeah.
we've used her picture for publication. I mean, I see people reporting on coronavirus and they use pictures of some nurses who have no idea about it. And she said she was going to court her. I don't know why she took it so big, because she called me, her lawyers called me, and then we solved everything. So I don't know why she was also on radio talking.
Let me put you on hold. We have Reggie Rockstone on the line. Good morning, Grandpapa.
Hello.
Hey, Reggie. Good morning.
Hey, morning.
Reggie, Good morning, Reggie. I'm here with KMJ and I'm here with Zion Felix as well. But we're having a discussion with regards to certain things Shatta Wale had mentioned about you and VVIP, and we want to find out, have you split up with the group VVIP, or is the group still together active? Sorry, I had to throw this question to you at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, the first question I'm answering in the morning. That's deep. No, we just happen to hit the studio, that's all.
But as a group, isn't there, are there plans? What are the plans in place? And we haven't had any songs. And we know that, VVIP and you guys come up with massive, well-detailed, well-put-together music videos and audios as well.
Yeah, I mean, but we are also three grown-ass men married with kids. You know,
Yeah.
people forget. And the only time the magic happens is when we get in the studio and everybody is on an agenda. People build their houses, doing all kinds of stuff. But remember, we don't have the same pressures of the new of a new group. You know, we're established. We don't need to put out music. We put out music when we want to.
Okay.
We don't have.
Yes.
We need idea now. So we need that pressure.
Yeah, Reggie, recently as well, a fan took a swipe at you with a statement about your 6-year-old daughter. I want to find out how far that case has gone.
It's probably one of the biggest incidents for me because it has brought to light a serious issue and something really dark in our society. And so I have become some kind of advocate now. And me kind of welcome. So that means you cry and the
Are you going to? Yes. Are you?
I mean, first of all, I'm definitely gonna make an example of this kid. You know, so as a deterrent to others, but more so, in the course of me looking for this kid, I found out that the mindset of a lot of Ghanaians is not in the right direction. You know, folks are very, very. They think it's nothing. You know, very nonchalant about it. You know, I have people telling me, relax. Oh, that's a joke. Oh, that's it. And I'm thinking, are you crazy? Don't you understand?
It's the matter with the police now.
Yes, it is. But you know, with the corona, you know, there's a lot more important, you know, things happening. And so, we're getting, you know, he's all over the place. You know, but regardless, I mean, any after Kuru, the lockdown issues, that to the end of the world, I'm mentioning.
Shatta Wale has also passed some comments. Are you guys okay? Have you spoken to Shatta Wale with regards to what he was saying about you and you selling wache and you are the only one who's come to destroy the VIP group and all those things?
No, that's just loose talk. You know how that goes. So, you know me for years. You know what I do. You know, so I don't even pay attention to that. I'm a grown man, bro. I ain't into that.
Yes.
That's some showbiz talk. That's for young fans who, you know, they get excited. That's my man, though. So, I mean, no one's surprised. You know, I don't think none of y'all surprised. You know, it's
yes.
It's just that it brought to light once again.
Yeah.
You see, I'm on some wisdom to Solomon, you know. That's how I'm moving right now. This gray is not top from power, right?
Yeah.
So when I speak, I address everything from a point of being an elder, a point of wisdom.
Yes. Yes.
Instead of me tackling what he's saying, I'm going after I'm going after the fan.
We're looking out for possible collaboration between you and Shatta Wale soon, if it happens.
I work with anybody. I mean, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm free self. I mean, it's no biggie. It's just you know,
Reggie.
If y'all got it, though,
Reggie, thank you very much. I'm sorry I woke you up early this morning, but thank you so much. And Reggie, hey, we know you're a man of fitness. I mean, you've kept in shape for all these years. So we'd love to have some fitness videos from you, on some tips from you once in a while on how you've been able to keep shape all these years.
No, definitely no,
yes.
No problem. And then you gotta watch it too. So.
Thank you, Reggie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so we've been talking to Reggie Rockstone. You've heard from him. He says the group is still.
You know,
Yeah.
one thing I'm sure, for sure, that if VVIP actually even break up, like right now, Reggie Rockstone still has a career in comedy. He's a comedian. So Reggie Rockstone.
He wants to go write a story.
Reggie Rockstone is a comedian. Shatta Wale is a comedian.
Okay, so that's headlines right there.
These guys, if they lose out in music, they still have a job.
I'm sure he's trying to say they have a good sense of humor.
Exactly. Oh,
Okay.
but you didn't hear that?
Zion will take you. Zion said we don't need cool. KMJ.
We all know Reggie Rockstone is a comedian. I mean, we all know this.
And DKB will be
He's a serious therapist. And me, for example, like, I've always loved that about him.
Okay.
Very mature. You know, he will make jokes out of anything and everything. As for the VVIP group, Nidia,
Oh, but for the VVIP, I met a man who said he was going to bring the guy in the States back to the group. Goodies told me that he was going to bring VIP back, not VVIP.
I'm told Goodies wants to get back into the game, right?
Yeah.
You think it's possible?
It's possible.
So he's coming to take Reggie out and replace. He has a black belt too.
Guys, thank you so very much. We've had a very great discussion. But personally, so what are your plans?
We are just praying that Koro will leave us so that we can go back to the new normal, so that we can go ahead and then do normal, our normal things, have fun, do entertainment, and make money.
Yeah, we are still working, you know, lockdown, but we can still go out. So if you have food in your house and you need people to enjoy,
go to the house and enjoy. Nanado says that go and take the food and go home.
We'll pass.
If I allow these two guys, we'll go on and on and on. Thank you so very much.